Spill the secrets, taking footsteps with our mother, all related, broken hearted, no more darkness. With this love, we are related.
Welcome everybody, all relatives across our beautiful planet to this ceremony where we will be laying life's pristine foundation for the infants and the little children, for ourselves and our planetary history. My name is Ejna Fleury. I am living here in Jamestown, California, near Sonora and near Yosemite Valley. And we want to have all of the presenters here introduce themselves and tell you where they are and what we're bringing forth for all of you today. We'll start with Emelina.
Hello, my name is Emelina. I am originally from Costa Rica and I live in France together with my family, close to the monastery of Plum Village, founded by Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. And I'm bringing today the joyful energy of children to this ceremony.
Hello everyone, I'm Thomas, I'm Emelina's husband. I'm here for this much needed ceremony for my own inner child, from all the children of my soul, of my lineage, and of the past and the future.
Osio tohiju, satanana dakwado, alanigida chichilugi. Ahanina satanana ale, betwichasha hana, alini ajila, ni ajila yi alani ajila. Now which the ligi, anani eliga. We are here in the northern Catskill Mountains where the water goes, finds its source for New York City 3 hours away, down the mountain, in its most pure and pristine self. And we're bringing you the medicine of water and fire, if you will, the pristine clarity of these waters and the purification of the fire. Shuna.
Sawadika, everyone. Greetings from Bangkok, Thailand. My name's Talaya, and I'm here right by the Jalpriya River, which is our great mother that runs down from the north of Thailand down to the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. I'm here honoring the infants who did not live their lives and to bring you the voice of Ganesha. Thank you. Swadika.
Hello everyone, my name is Zoom and I'm here in southern Washington where I live on a beautiful lush piece of land, and there's the Columbia River flows just nearby. I'm here to speak for plant beings and to embody the Sacred Father archetype, as well as to bring courage so that we can all heal this deep wound and feel the power within us. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Wolf Martinez, coming from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm honored to be with you all here today. Oh, and not far from the Rio Grande and the Pecos Rivers. And yeah, coming with you with a strong voice of nurturing and and care for all the children of the world, including ourselves. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Donna Tumakder Esteban. I am an Ibanag and a Tagalog, currently based in El Nido in the Philippines. And I honor the beautiful protected timberland and forest beside me today. And I'm here to bring the embodiment of the inner infant and toddler, the ones that are all within each of us. Bahala na. Salamat.
Welcome, everyone, all of you and all of your inner children. I'm Maya, and I am here in Southern California in the Santa Barbara coastal watershed. And I'm at the confluence of all the rivers and creeks of this watershed flowing into the Great Pacific Ocean. And today I'm here to bring the spirit of the child's freedom of expression and empowerment. Blessings.
Thank you. And it is our great honor to be here, all of us of Sacred Earth Council. You know, when we arrive on this planet, our bodies are soft and tender, and we are open and vulnerable. Our souls call for tender, loving hands, a nurturing family, and a welcoming community to help us thrive in our new home. The arrival to this world is the springboard of our whole life path. We are fresh and flowering towards our future. Each one of us is a unique flower in the garden of our beautiful earth. And this ceremony is intended to heal the vulnerability that has been wounded through the earliest times of our incarnation, way, way back even, through our infancy and our early childhood. For each one of us, these wounds vary in intensity and in depth. Many of us have spent much time healing these early wounds in our lives. However, many have not yet even become aware of these foundational wounds, nor yet moved to heal them. But we are here to acknowledge that within the majesty of our true being and in this wondrous container with source and creation and healing, that it is possible and it is needed that we heal these foundational wounds. And they can be transformed by this process, not only personally, but in our lineage and our ancestry. And as we gather, not just singly, but in greater numbers, we acknowledge that in this gathering and in the fuller power and the growing fullness of our power, the beauty, the majesty, our creativity, our love, our wisdom, and internal nature of our spirits, that we can embrace and we can heal. Within this great ceremonial container and within this great growing ethos of love across our planet. With this, we are enabling ourselves to heal our own wounds and the wounds of the infants and little children throughout the history of our planet. We are each of us the embodiment of our entire DNA journey and lineage, our evolutionary thrust with creation. And this ranges first in our personal lives from a range of very nurturing infancy and childhood along a spectrum of maybe slight emotional trauma to the extremes of physical, emotional, psychological abuse or neglect. We also include the collective, and this is really important, the social spectrum of trauma that arise from war, from poverty, from orphaning, parental abuse and neglect in the privacy and secrecy of homes and institutions, and the whole process of enslavement, and all forms of ritual abuse, and the very radical, extreme denial that we have held this. And we've held this in denial because we haven't been able to really turn to heal and face this. But we're not meant to heal and face this alone. No. As we gather like this, and we are very honored to have your presence as we create a field of resonance and coherence with the majesty of Source. And together in community, we are addressing this challenging work and a long needed movement toward the creation of an integrous and healthy childhood, an integrous and healthy family, and a glorious and integrous civilization. So I'd like now to present our firekeeper John, and for this sacred fire that is with us, along with all the elements and creation, to be with us today. Oh, thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you, and welcome, fire. And now we'll have Emelina and Tulaya present our altars and our invocation.
La energía divina crea las almas desde el centro del universo. The divine energy creates the soul rooted in the center of the universe. L'énergie divine crée les âmes à partir du centre de l'univers. Nuestros cuerpos se manifiestan a través de la interacción de las fuerzas divinas, femeninas y masculinas. Our bodies manifest through the interactions of the divine, feminine, and masculine forces. Notre corps se manifeste à travers les interactions des forces divines, féminines et masculines. La expresión de nuestra vida es de múltiples colores. La energía juguetona y risueña es la base de la alegría de nuestras vidas. Childhood is a color, it's colorful. On our caregiver, the expression of our life of multiple colors, the playful and smiling energy is the basis of our joy. L'expression de notre vie est de multiples couleurs. L'énergie ludique et souriante est la base de la joie de notre vie. La infancia es de muchos colores y nuestros cuidadores nos moldean con su amor, con su cuidado. Presento este altar para que todos los cuidadores, para que a todos los cuidadores la sabiduría los acompañe, que puedan sanar sus heridas para cuidar de las futuras generaciones. Childhood is colorful, and our caregivers mold us with their love and care. This altar is an altar for all caregivers. May wisdom be with them, and may they heal their wounds to take care for the future generations. L'enfance est colorée, et ceux qui prennent soin de nous façonnent avec leur amour et leur attention. Cet hôtel, c'est une hôtel pour tous ceux qui prennent soin des enfants. Que la sagesse soit avec eux et que puissent-ils guérir leurs blessures pour prendre soin des générations futures. Tulaya.
Honoring the infants who did not live their lives. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Puttang Bhagavantang Ativatemi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I'd like to invite everyone to close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breathing. Breathing in deep and breathing out long. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. As you continue your deep breathing, observe the point where the breath subsides and arises. Where the current breath ends and a new one begins. That point of mystery, that point of miracle, that point of source within you. From the core of your existence, join me in this invitation. I call upon the spirit of all infants and little children across creation, those who went unknowingly, unwillingly, and tragically that fateful moment, those who went too soon. We lovingly seek your permission to remember you with love, respect, and adoration. We humbly honor your life on earth and your cosmic being. We offer you peace, we offer you remembrance. We see your beauty, we hear your needs, we feel your feelings. Our love flows from the highest source. We salute that source in you. We invite you, most treasured babies, to behold the sacred altar adorned with mother's most fragrant flowers and auspicious blooms in honor of you. Upon this altar is a teakwood coffin in memory of your life on earth. As the stars and planets align to open the sacred portal, we honor your passage to take your rightful place with Source. The time is now. We invite you to return home to Great Spirit, the all glorious, the resplendent one. Breathing in deep and breathing out long. Let us bring our hands together in honor, humility, and loving praise to all the valiant infant spirits. With the might of all our beings, we raise you in exaltation as you lie in your resting place. We dedicate our collective prayer to invoke the grace of our infinite Creator to embrace your sacred existence, merge, and become one. Puttang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, sanghang saranang gacchami, tutiyampi puttang saranang gacchami, tutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, tutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi puttang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma samputto viccha jarana sampanno sukato lokavitu anuttaro purisa dhamma saratisa tate vamanusanam putto bhagavati satu satu satu. Bless you.
Askaya Daluladi Adanado Ehiha Ehiha Edudi Helisi Ehiha Ehiha Elohino Echi Ha Galat Loida Nutawa Gohi iga, gohi isahi, gohi iga, gohi isahi. Galiliga, wodu skili, ahani hana. Uodu anedu di ale aneli si. Hied daste ale halsela ni uoduhi. Turn your faces, grandmas, grandpas, towards us, all you that watch us and support us. Turn your faces towards this beautiful piece of life we are going to step into. Turn your faces, your hearts, and any wisdom you have for us to observe that your children and your grandchildren and their grandchildren, in this moment, we are ready for change. And we step in, and we step in, and we step in, and we step in. Hier de daste alle halsila ni adedolis tori.
From the north to the south, from the east to the west, I call all children that are present on this planet today. I call the inner child of all adults living in this precious moment. I call the inner child of our ancestors. I call the freshness that has visited our planet. I call the curiosity in each one of the earth children. I call the innocence of the heart of each child. Here we reunite as a huge family, ready to heal, ready to love, ready to restore the pristine base of our life. Our hearts have been wounded. We have endured pain and passed into the next generation. We are all children. We were all once a child. Here we reunite as a huge family, ready to heal and to love. Our hearts are here. We have endured pain and passed it to the next generation. The pain is present today, so we can't give it away. The caterpillar listening, the stillness in itself dissolves in the cocoon. The deep pain evolves. Frustration calls, the deep scream arrives. The sobs, the sadness, it is all gone. Silence and a warm hug. My child, I am here to hold you, to keep you safe, to tell you that you are loved. My beloved child.
Ejna, you need to unmute.
Thank you. Thank you, Emelina. And thank you, oh, Creator. And thank you, relatives around the world. As we enter this next piece of this ceremony, we're going to be deepening into the embrace of our child and the children. So what I would like for us to do is just to spend a few moments to close our eyes. And we're going to be taking some deep breaths in of this love and this pristine majesty. Exhaling any tension or anything of your mind or your body that it needs to release, and breathing in together more of this majesty of healing. So together now, let us take this deep breath in of love. Exhale any tension, any fear. Inhale glory of grace. Exhale your mind's thoughts and wonderings and worries. Inhale more of the relaxation into this grace and peace, and exhale any remnants of separation. And let us breathe naturally together. Let's just be in this space of this beauty and these prayers. The breathing in of this wondrous flow and the beauty of the flowers that are with us, and the majesty of the altars, and the majesty of our true being. Let us together invite the baby and the children in us. And we're going to ask you if you could and you would move. You can lay and make yourself comfortable as a baby, or you can, if you wish, just stay in silent meditation. But we'd like for you to be able to move. And Donna will be moving with this moving meditation as we are inviting all of you to get comfortable, to move, or just stay in silent and watch, however you would be most comfortable. Because now we invite the baby in you, the child in you, and the mother and father, the baby in your parents, the baby and the children in your grandparents, and the babies and children in our lineages, to be in this embrace and the majesty of being a newborn and to be an infant. Oh, and what it is to come into this body and to be in the wonderment. And of course, the eyes open and we take our breaths, but we were in wonderment, but we can't move very much yet. And it's like, oh, yes, we're able to move our hands. We're able to move our hands some, and our feet. We're able to kick those. We've been practicing in the womb, so we do know how to move with our bodies. But it's different here. It's heavier. It's heavier to be here in our body. And sometimes we feel this pang in our belly. What is this? I don't know what this. Oh, I have to cry. It's hurt. I have my belly. I don't know. I'm crying. Oh, I'm crying out. What is this feeling? I'm getting fed. I'm nursing. I'm being fed, and that calms. That calms this feeling, and it feels good. Fed. But some of us were not fed. Some of us, in not eating, we grew weak, and even our voices were weak, and we could not stay because we did not get fed enough. And some of us had cried because we were hungry quite a lot. But those of us who had, and we are getting nourished, by this wondrous food, and we can explore more with our bodies and move more with our bodies. Yes. We can kick. We turn our heads, and we even learn to roll over. Oh my goodness, we can roll over, and we can be on our bellies, and then we can flip, and we can move back onto our backs. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful to be able to move. This is getting to be an exciting adventure. Yes, I am. I'm loving this, and I can get on my hands and knees, and I can rock back and forth, and it's I'm just. But wait. There was a loud noise. I'm afraid. There's fear. Hold me. I'm fearful. Crying. Hold me. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm being held. I'm being held. But some of us, we were not held. We were not comforted, and we did not know what to do with our fear and these feelings. But those, when we are nourished in this and accepted, and we're encouraged to move, we can glory more in the adventure of moving more and crawling and learning to stand. We're learning to stand up and be walking along with the furniture or the rocks or the grasses, or walking with, maybe we're standing with our little dog. Wait, don't do that. No, you might get hurt. We hear these, they're so, and I get afraid. I'm afraid sometimes to, I have to endure this. They won't let me just do, I want to move more. I want to play and run and feel more and more. But sometimes I'm not allowed sometimes to really walk more. But it is such an adventure. It is such a glory to be alive that I am walking. I am walking more, and I am learning to walk faster, and I'm learning to run, and I'm learning to explore more. And yes, sometimes I fall. I get hurt. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Hold me. Hold me. And sometimes, oh yes, yes, sometimes I'm held. But sometimes I am not. And I have this pain. I have pains alone. I don't know what to do at times. But, oh, when I am fed and they listen to me and they hear my voice and I am standing and I am walking, I am standing proud and in my curiosity and in my sense of adventure, I am loving this life. I am learning that I can love this life and love this body. And so, as you are in your glory of your adventure, your embrace of this adventure of life, we're going to be inviting Zoom. Zoom, if you could share with us this other very powerful part of this ceremony.
Thank you, Eshna. Let's take a couple deep breaths just to re-center ourselves. At least that's what I need to do. In, out, in, out. Our intention here and now is for healing and to bring an end to all forms of physical and sexual child abuse. And we are not powerless to stop this. But it's not outside of us, it's within. The work is internal. And we cannot ignore this anymore. We need to face it. We need to go within and feel it. Feel the pain. We're all connected. The pain that the children are suffering every day and even in this moment is our pain. And we all have rage. The rage that we suppress, that we're told not to feel. We need to feel that here and now. This is all we have, this moment to courageously go deep within. Think about, remember any time that you've been violated or when you trusted somebody to protect you, or if you were lucky enough to not have experienced that. Think about the fact that 2 million children every year are stolen and sold into sex slavery. This is something that we've been ignoring, but we can't ignore any longer. We cannot suppress our rage. We need to bring it out. We need to feel it. We need to feel the sadness and the murky, stuck energy from ignoring this for so long. Here and now in this container, this sacred space that we've co-created, we are all supported and encouraged to go into these most painful feelings within ourselves. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're all feeling the pain of the children around the world, of our own inner child, if we've ever been violated. And we're not powerless. We are all powerful, in fact. And the power comes from going deep within that pain that we are told not to feel, that rage that we're told not to feel. That's deep within that is a sacred fire that we need to bring out to ignite and embody the warrior and the protector within all of us, so that we carry this energy through our lives and inspire others to create a safe space for all children around the world, so that this never happens again. These abuses stop here and now. And so let's go within. Feel the inner child within you. Remember a moment in your life or in the life of someone that you loved where you felt absolutely powerless to protect yourself or your loved one. Imagine the children right now in this very moment who are absolutely powerless to protect themselves from someone who's abusing them. Feel the fire to protect them, to protect your inner child. Go to that place. And what we're going to do is we're going to embody our warrior. We're going to fully step into that, and we're going to start with some sound to start activating and bringing that rage out. We're fully supported in stepping into that emotion and not suppressing it anymore. No longer can we suppress these feelings. This is the healing. This is the work that we need to do to stop the abuse that's happening on this planet. So I ask that you all stand with me. For me, it's right here. It's right here. And take a couple deep breaths in and out. And as we breathe, go into this place in your body where you carry the suffering of all children around the world, of your own inner child. The rage to protect them, to protect yourself. We're going to go into that, and we're going to make a vow. With
We're
this,
going to sexual molestation of children and infants must stop now.
abduction and enslavement of children and infants must stop now.
All forms of violence toward children and infants must stop now. Ritual sacrifice of children and infants must stop now.
Now we're gonna roar. We're gonna start with a rumbling. Use your sound from your voice to start bringing it up and out. Let the rage out.
And the rage is going to change. We're going to be in rage, and then we're going we're going to go to power itself and then into the protector. Okay, here we go. Keep rumbling.
Stepping into your power, into your warrior, into your protector, and let out your power. Let it be seen. From your heart's storm.
No, and you are safe. We're all safe. Yes, yes, yes.
We are now aligned with the true power and majesty of the cosmic source energy. Thank you.
Yes, we are aligned. We are aligned with our majesty and glory and power to transform and heal.
So I'm going to invite you all, wherever you are, if you're still standing as I am, or you're sitting, I invite you to just close your eyes or look down and turn your attention inward to this incredibly unique inner world of yours, to what energies, noticing what quality of energy is here right now. After Zoom, Michael helped us to begin this journey of opening up what may have been suppressed. And just notice in your body right now, physical sensations, maybe emotions, maybe different kinds of emotions mixed together, images arising or thoughts, noticing the quality of your breath, and tuning into all of this with acceptance, whatever is here, and knowing that part of these emotions and physical sensations may be connected to your inner child, and some may be connected to your adult protector. I'm just marveling at this unique version of energy that is yours in all these different forms in our bodies. And I invite you to just ask this energy, what does it want to do right now? How does it want to move? We just moved some energy through our voices. And see now, I just invite you to take a few minutes to let your body, like a child, move without any intention, just allowing the energy to flow. Maybe you feel like shaking or wiggling. Maybe you feel like making slow, comforting movements. Maybe you want to make some more strong, sharp movements. Don't block it. This energy, this life force that's in you is completely unique, and it needs to be expressed. And if you do not express it, the world will not have it. It's your unique medicine. It won't exist, it will be lost unless you allow it to express. So take these moments. Most of you are off camera, so don't worry about what it looks like, if it's just wild and crazy, or if you just want to curl up in a ball and rock. Trusting your body and your unique energy to tell you how it wants to be here right now in this moment. Following the spontaneity, maybe from one movement to another. Allowing what may have been suppressed to move. And as you move, maybe follow what's satisfying, what feels satisfying. Sometimes strong, powerful energy feels satisfying, sometimes slow, subtle. But see if there's one gesture that starts to come. You don't have to know why or what it means, but just that it feels good. Maybe one gesture that you can just start to repeat that feels kind of like a mudra, like something that just you repeat over and over that for some reason right now is deeply satisfying. And again, it may be a very strong gesture outward, or it may be very soft or very tiny gesture, just the fingers or the shoulders. And allow that movement. It's like becoming the signature of your vibration right now, of your energy right now, like a little message, a little meme from your inner self. And just stay with that one simple gesture and repeat it and feel how good it is. This one movement continuing. Allowing your breath to flow with the movement. Maybe some sound has come, and allow that too. Keeping this channel open. And then in your own timing, I'm going to invite you, this one beautiful movement, I invite you to find I hope you brought some paper or a drawing pad. If not, just grab a piece of 8 by 11 paper, crayons or markers or pens, and let that movement start to continue onto the paper. You know how children just get paper and start scribbling, maybe wildly or maybe slow and meandering with no purpose except just letting the energy free up. So take a few minutes to let yourself use the paper that you have near you, hopefully, in pencils or crayons, maybe choosing colors that please you. And just start with a scribble, aimless, letting the energy move on the paper. And maybe one image or something might emerge, maybe some words. Let this be like a message from your deep unconscious. How this energy wants to be in this moment. When we allow it, our bodies will help us to integrate what's happened to us, to heal, to return to the power of our expression and the wisdom of our bodies. Allow just a few more minutes to see what wants to come on the paper, not judging it, just receiving this expression. And this may be something you would like to continue after the ceremony. Putting your energy on papers can be very satisfying, and sometimes you'll learn something. So just bring it to a stopping point now, but know that you can return to this, both the movement and on the paper, the drawing, and just accept whatever movement or gesture came to you, and whatever's on the paper as a message from your inner child, a message about what's needed right now to move and express and say a thank you to your body, to yourself. And we're going to hear from you invite your child to listen. You're going to hear from many voices, many beings speaking to the child. And we're actually going to begin with a very young child speaking to us or singing to us to tune us into our own inner child with a beautiful message. And then we will hear from the many voices.
About a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning on my horizon. 3 little birds were on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true. And they said, this message is you. They said, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
We are, we are, we are everything. We are every light in the sky. We are every being ever made. We are every star you have ever seen. We are not just your universe, but all universes. We are you. Every child, every being, every pebble, every drop of water, every spark, every flame, every fingernail. We are you. For you come from us. We are every star. You are a tiny dream of ours sparkling on the earth. You are sparkling, corusculating, scintillating, sparking. You are stardust born, stardust made, and your spark enlivens it in the world. And we are watching, always watching. We always see you. When you are alone, there in the sky, there in the daylight, there in the light, we are behind the light. We are here holding you, lighting up your night, lighting up inside. We bring you forward into being, and you return to us to come back again. You are, we are, you are, we are. Always with you, always seeing you, always hearing you, always holding you. We are stardust. And you are stardust too. We never forget. So never forget. Shra.
Ganesha.
Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Atop Mount Kailash, in her desire for utmost loyalty, my mother, goddess Parvati, brought me to life, declaring me as her own loyal son, and asked that I stand guard against anyone entering her divine chamber. In my deep devotion, I stood against my father, Lord Shiva. Infuriated, he ordered his army to destroy me, but they all failed. Such power I possessed, being the son of the Supreme Source herself. I am Ganapati. People lovingly call me Sri Ganesha. In his divine fury, my father severed my head, killing me instantly. When my mother discovered me lifeless, consumed in her wrath, she threatened to destroy the entire creation. Having realized his mistake, my father agreed to meet her demands. In the haste to resurrect me, Lord Brahma returned with the head of a powerful elephant. My father restored my life, declaring me as his son, and bestowed me the foremost among the gods, the leader of all beings of this creation. Everything from the natural forces to the elemental qualities. I am Ganapati. In the fury of my own father, I was beheaded. I know full well the grief. I have drowned in agony. I have shrouded in sorrow. I have trembled in emptiness. I have favored the pain. I have roared in rage and laughed into oblivion. I know full well the desolation. I am Ganapati. I command all the beings throughout creation to rise in salute to the valiant infant spirits that have chosen the life of sacred suffering. For all our existence has divine purpose. For all our memories are divine treasures. For all our experiences are instrumental to the divine unfolding. For all our suffering, there is divine medicine waiting to take bloom. Not one is forgotten. No one. Let us remember, let us work together. Let us be made whole. Let us belong. Let us be united. Let us return to source. Let us become one Common be our prayers, common be our resolution, alike be our volition, unified be our hearts, and perfect be our unity. Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upama Shravastamam Drishtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anna Shrinvanuti Besida Sadanam Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Bless you.
Dear beloved child, I am water, the sacred source of all life. I am here to cleanse and purify you, to wash away all pain, all suffering, and all negative imprints in your body and your heart. These are things that happened to you and they affected you, but they are not you. Temporarily polluted like me sometimes, but like me at your core, you are a pure crystalline being. And I am here to wash you clean, to restore you to your original innocence and pristine purity. Immerse yourself in me. You may be in a pond or a lake, a creek, a sacred hot spring, the great ocean herself, or even your own bathtub. Immerse yourself and surrender any of the darkness to me. Receive my cleansing, my liquid blessing, and when you step out from my waters into the air, you will be restored to your beautiful sacred self, the golden child of the universe that you are. I'm also here to remind you that you're free to play, to express yourself in a myriad of creative ways. You know, to follow your own natural impulses and rhythms like I do, to run and dance freely in your wildness when you feel like it, to be still and quiet when you're called to that mood, to know that it's also natural sometimes to feel your energy swirl and rush and rise up fiercely like my geysers and my raging rivers, and to trust that this is natural too. And in allowing that energy of emotion to flow, you will find your power. So embrace this magic of constant change of energy as I do. You too are a fluid being. So let go and allow yourself to flow. And when you're sad or lonely, I invite you to sit beside me, by a stream or a river or a pool, and look into me deeply. Be comforted by my beauty and by the creatures that swim within my liquid world. Just gaze at your own reflection and know that you're never alone. You are part of nature, and you are filled and surrounded by love. I dance in every cell of your sweet young body, and so you can talk to me, sing to me, say sweet things to me as I flow inside of you. Say thank you, I love you, you're beautiful. A little interruption there. And flowing like me, like the raging river. So speak these sweet things, and that love and that sweetness will imprint into your own body through me, through the water within you, and it will keep you healthy and strong. So talk to me and then listen to my sounds, my bubbling laughter, my rhythmic waves and soft gurgling songs. Feel my music lifting your heart, soothing you, stirring your imagination with playful pictures in your mind, inviting you to make up songs to sing with me, stories to tell me, because I'm always here to listen to you, right inside of you. Your feelings and your voice are important to me. We flow as one. So drink deeply of me and know that I will sustain you and love you all the days of your life. Bless you, my child. Bless you.
Fire. It is the place your mother and father came to bring you into the world. They joined their fires together and placed their heart in the center of a soft bundle. And with their will of intention and with the magical breath of the Creator, they brought forth a bright, soft fire, which is you. They nurtured you and they fed you to make sure that your light would kindle and add to the light of this world. I am the fire. I am the love within Grandma's dinner. When you come to eat with your mom and dad, I am that warmth you feel when you bring that food into your mouth, because it is starlight manifest. That is who I am. I am the solid sunshine that brings forth the starlight when your intention and warmth is added to the twig or the branch or the leaf. It is your light, your warmth in your heart. And when you feel chilly or cold or alone in the dark, I am the light of the world that brings you safety, warmth, the touch of your friends, your uncles and aunties, your grandma's embrace. That is their fire being shined unconditionally toward you. I am the light that dispels the fear in the darkness, the places of the unknown. I am at the center of every ceremony. I am at the center of the kitchen where people come to prepare meals together. I am the heat within your favorite porridge or favorite muffin or the warm bread. I am the fire. I am the light. I am the element that transforms all other elements back into stardust. I am the sacred fire. Within your heart is your sacred fire. Take care of it, feed it soft, beautiful things, and it will continue to sustain you. For it is the fire of your life that will blaze forth and shine your gifts into the world, your rainbow fire of many colors. When we get cold or chilly in the winter, we seek the fire. We seek the fire within others. Remember, during this time of separation, we yearn to come back to the fire of our gatherings when we touch one another with our hands, the embrace of our communities. I am the fire. I am solid sunshine manifest. I am love. Shuna.
Oh,
For the wind.
Let us close our eyes and connect with the spirit of the wind, which is vivifying and holding our water molecules together in this now moment. And God breathed, breath kissed into man the breath of life, and man became a living being. The Hebrew word breath, ruach Elohim, the spirit of the Almighty living God. The first thing we do when we're born, the last thing we do before we become a particle again. And so as we take one slow, deep, life-giving, sustaining breath in through the crown, white light coming in, filling our lungs, white light filling all the way down, source, pure source, hold your breath and feel this air absorbing life, force energy into your nerves, purifying your blood, strengthening your muscles, and slowly release and exhale. Life and death in every breath. One more slow, deep inhale through the crown, white light, pure light. Carrying our ancestors' prayers in this air. Hold your breath. Feel your ancestors' prayers in the air, being answered through you, living in you, alive. And exhale, release. Let it all go. Last one, slow, deep breath into the crown. Feeling the warmth, the spirit, the movement of spirit in your body. Hold your breath. The cord that ties the flesh to the soul. The biological remembrance of who we are and whose we are. And release, let it all go. Keeping your eyes gently closed as we drop into alpha brainwaves through the breath. We remember every suffering child. And I want you to imagine as you continue to breathe nice and softly, gently, rhythmic, the wings on your scapula enlarging, widen. And as a group here, as we're sitting in a circle, our wings with this white light through our breath. As you breathe in and you breathe out, the exhale makes these wings cover over all of the suffering children right now, protecting them under the cover of the angel's wings, the shadow of the angel's wings. And as you take one more slow, deep breath in, and you exhale, see the energy flowing out of your wings, through your wings, covering them and sending source energy, safety, protection, purpose into our suffering children. As we promise, we're coming for you. We love you. We are you. What you have done to the least of them, you have done unto me. So we cover them now under the shadow of your almighty wings, great source, great spirit, great creator. Protect your children. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I am thine. All is thine. Thy will be done. Peace on earth by 2030. Take another slow, deep breath into the crown, into the giant heart, and exhale. May it be done. It is done. It is done. It is done. Oh.
I am the soil. I am the ground. You can step in my body and feel all there is in your feet. I am the Universal Mother. I am Gaia. I am the divine energy of creation and destruction. From my earthly manifestation, you are all born. You are my children, my little ones. You must connect to me. The little ones in love with the earth are cherished. My soil holds your feet. My nutrients feed your body. Here I am to stand by you in the hard times. I am the Universal Mother. I observe your path. I see your ways. I am here to heal and cherish your life
Thank you for the elements.
whenever you want. To free yourself from pain, sit close to the ground and release the tension. Dearest child, may you be healed by the pain that is transformed. Dear child, may you be here with me in love and peace. Take care of your planet as I take care of you all.
We are the sacred beings you call plants. Many of you disregard us as inanimate and unconscious. This is not so. We choose to live at a slower pace so that we can deepen our spiritual dimensions of being. We learn to grow roots, to gather food and water, and we learn to get our energy directly from the sun. Our roots also connect us to the infinite source of electromagnetic power within our great Mother Earth. We come today to bring a message to the children amongst you and the child within you. As a child, you are similar to a plant, bound to the conditions and circumstances in which you've sprouted, required to work with what you are given. The conditions in which we grow can shape or determine some of our characteristics, but intrinsically we are who we are. A pine tree which grows on a rocky cliff over the ocean with a wide root structure to keep it from falling and spindly branches to keep from blowing away in the strong winds is still a pine tree. And though the pine in the meadow beside the stream may grow taller and have longer branches, on a cellular level, they are one. Sometimes we grow in the harshest of conditions to create space for others to follow us and to bring life to the least likely places. This is a sign of strength and courage. After all, the lone pine on the cliff may become the subject of a work of art which inspires strength and resilience. We plant beings know that we are all interconnected in our root systems. Even though we cannot see our connections, we feel them. We encourage our human brothers and sisters to feel your interconnectedness. Even though you can't see your connections, we feel them. We urge you to embrace diversity, for A landscape can only thrive with the many kinds of flowers, plants, and trees. Diversity is the greatest treasure of Mother Earth. Remember that you, like us, are always growing, and that every growth cycle eventually ends and is transformed into something else. When your body dies, we transform your energy into new life. We encourage you to enjoy each moment of the growing process, even the painful moments. The process and even the pain along the way shapes what we become. We encourage you to slow down and remember that arriving is an illusion. It's the growth process that is sacred. Enjoy the journey and all the little details along the way. Above all, we encourage you to ground more into Mother Earth. There is infinite healing potential when you remain connected to her magnetic grace.
Dear infants and little children of the earth, we animals are your brothers and sisters sharing the same mother. We are here for you, to protect you, to play with you, to feed you, to teach you. Some of us accompanying you have even taken on ourselves some of your own karma. We have died so that you can live. We are here to remind you we are part of one family, an earthly family, which is also a spiritual family. We are living memories of your evolution. Not only the evolution of humankind, but also your own personal evolution. In your past lives, you have been a jaguar, a wolf, or an eagle, maybe an owl or a dolphin, and these experiences are part of you. They have shaped the natural expressions of your soul, some of the deepest aspects of your nature. Our characters, qualities, and powers are alive in you, and we are here to help you remember that. Our sudden appearances in the wild are awareness bells to your consciousness. They are subtle messages, spiritual connections seeking to express themselves. All wildlife is poetry, the language of your soul, the door to all wonders. May you be able to realize this. Through your books, you can learn all ways, nature's ways, which are not distinct from the human's ways, just sometimes more explicit. And you have invented stories with all of us to portray different human characters. Learning our ways, growing together, we wish you to be able to find and understand your place among us within the great Earth community, so that we can live in right relationship. Thank you.
My dear, precious grandchild, I see you. I see you in your pure innocence now at this most tender time of your life. Maybe the most important time for your development. You are so vulnerable and you are whole, wide open. I pray all my words and actions will always reflect this awareness I have right now. And my desire is to do all I can to nurture your wholeness and freedom always. I marvel at how you are so drawn to the light, so enchanted by sound and song that you want to smell and taste everything, that you want to touch and be touched and held. May you never fear being held and always allow that. I hear as you are learning to speak how your intuition, like all your other senses, is so wide awake. I want to encourage these things. You're reminding me of who I am, that nature is not just out there in the forest or the mountains, in the desert, in the sea, but that nature is you. I see the whole universe in you. I see me in you so much. I will do everything I can to help and protect you, that the wholeness I see in you remains and continues to blossom as you grow, never diminished. That you never know shame or guilt or insecurity. There will be times you will fall and scrape your knee. I won't always be there to prevent that, and that's okay, because we learn and grow from those experiences also. I fall, and I will again. And I will let you know when I see that I have, so that you may never be ashamed of falling. I remember the day you discovered your shadow and tried so desperately to run away from it, screaming. Then you realized you couldn't and just sat down with it. That was an amazing day. May you never fear your nature, and that you will continue to curiously explore and imagine wildly and create impossible dreams, always. Because I know you don't belong to me, that really you belong to the stars, you belong to the earth, and you belong to all beings and all people. I know you came through me and through my son. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for choosing us. We choose you also. Together, we will discover who you are. My life is a prayer for you. I'm excited to witness your growth. I will grow with you too. We will do this together. You came here to do something. This is clear. I will hold you and encourage you and support you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you, my dear child. Thank you, my dear grandchild. Bless you.
Hello, beautiful one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have given you so much. You must be heavy under all that load. Here, come give Grandma a hug. Come on, come give Grandma a hug. I dreamt you before you ever came. Before your mama even thought about it. Before your papa even thought about it. I started my whole life collecting things so we would have games to play together. like my grandma did for me. We will explore worlds together. And there is a safe place always in Grandma's shawl. No matter what. No matter what. Doesn't matter if you fall. Doesn't matter if you draw on the walls. I know that feels good, but it's not so popular. Doesn't matter if you spill things. Doesn't matter if your bike doesn't work like you want. Doesn't matter what it is. Everything you do is a game. This life we live is a game. It's meant to be played. Our people say that we jump down to play and learn. And you know which word is first, right? And so here you are, with all this glorious world about you in support, the plants and the earth and the sky, the great stars. Oh my gosh, the four-leggeds, the two-leggeds, the one-leggeds, the great standing ones, everything, the beautiful flowing waters, everything. Grandpa and Grandma are here, and Grandma promises to be the fun one. Okay? Just so somebody is, right? And we'll go everywhere. We'll find what's under the rocks. We'll find where the fishes can be caught with your hands, and we'll let them go again, unless we're hungry. We'll find every secret the wind has to tell us. We'll climb the trees. Yeah, Grandma can climb trees. Don't you worry about it. We'll do everything. This beautiful life given to you by one above through the stars and the stardust that we all are. This beautiful life is meant to be played. Trust in your incredible resilience and ability to play. And if it kind of looks dim at times, come check in with Grandma. Grandma will find something silly about it to say. Squish, one more big squish for Grandma. Grandma loves you so much. Words don't even say. Look at the fire.
I am your father, and I love you to the fullest extent of my ability to love. I come before you to acknowledge my mistakes and to apologize for the ways I've hurt you. I'm sorry that I haven't always been there when you needed me. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to provide you with support when you needed it most. I'm sorry that I haven't always been able to protect you. And I'm sorry for the times that I gave advice when you just needed me to listen. I'm sorry for the ways that I've hurt you and your mama. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to love your mama in the way that she needed and deserves. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to love you in the way you need and deserve. I'm sorry for the times I yelled at you or scared you in any way. I'm sorry for making your accomplishments or failures about me and my ego. I'm sorry for ignoring you and giving you the message that your needs aren't important. They are. I'm sorry for prioritizing my work over quality time with you and your mama. I'm sorry that I haven't always shown you my love and been more affectionate. And I'm sorry that I don't acknowledge your many strengths and accomplishments often enough. I know that my apologies can't magically heal your pain. Being your father has taught me humility, and I've learned to forgive my father for the many mistakes he made. I just want you to know that I am aware of my many mistakes, and I am grateful for everything I've learned being your father. I pray that I may have a second chance to love more purely, to love you as you raise your own children, and to love your children and show my love even more deeply than I have loved you. If you could see yourself through my eyes, you would know that you are the center of my world, and that your joy is like sunshine in my heart and soul. Your pain is amplified exponentially in my being, and your love is my connection to Source. I am not whole without you. I am not even half. Your happiness is my reason for being.
My beloved baby and child, I am delightfully honored to be your mother. How much I have been waiting so impatiently for your birth, your arrival into my arms and to suckle at my breast. I am astounded at how beautiful you are, and also astounded at how fragile and dependent you are. I also find myself at times so unknowing, inadequate, and fearful at times of the responsibility for you. At other times, I can feel such a fierce, unstoppable power of protection, care, and resilience that I did not even know I could feel. Whew. You have changed me so much. I am learning so much from you. And at other times, I melt into tears, just weeping at the gift and wonder that you are my child, that you chose me and that I get to nurture you. You're mine in some ways, but I know that you're also life's gift. I did not know this type of love before. Though you appear small and fragile, I know you are a great spirited being, and some of us felt you even before you came. I can feel it so strong when you are in wonderment, just looking around and opening to life, learning to be in your body. And you are so strong when you're hungry or tired and angry or afraid. And whoa, your needs need to be met. And I am here to meet them. But I know you are as strong in your spirit and your will as I am in me, as your father, as our entire lineage. We are all strong and spirited beings. I promise to be a wonderful, protective, conscious, and loving mother to you to the best of my abilities. I know I will falter at times in my humanness, but the pristine, strong love that I hold for you and for myself now and for all of creation will always be present to help us through the turbulent times and the easy ones as we both grow and glow and blossom forth as radiant, inspirited human beings. I love you, my child. Blessings be upon you. Mm. Radiant beings that we are gathered here. I'm going to make this pledge that I know is in all of our hearts. And this will help us to bring close to this ceremony, which has been so full of the power and the majesty and the glory that is needed for these times. So this is our pledge for the safety and protection of infants and children. To the infant and child in me and all babies and children of the earth now, in our ancestry and in our future. I, do pledge to hold you, honor and cherish you, love you and protect you. We pledge to help bring an end to you and our suffering in all its forms, to the depths of our souls and capabilities. And I pledge to nourish you and our unique lives and all your and our gifts so that you and we and all humanity can thrive in beauty, peace, and harmony with one another and our beloved Mother Earth. And I would like to call forth the formation of a council to make a declaration for our children and for the intent and purposes of this ceremony. Thank you, great Creator, Source, for the love and the power and the majesty and the healing of your presence. And we pray and ask that all of our human family come into right relationship with you, one another, that we really become the family of humanity, inspirited human beings here on this precious, precious earth. And so it is. And I close this ceremony with this prayer. And I'd like to have our beloved sister Joan to help us understand about the self-care that is needed after this ceremony, and then to make the invitation, because we're going to have a circle in a few moments. And so if Joan, if you could come forward, guide us for these next steps after this powerful time together.
Cool. This has been quite a time for each and every one of you who had the courage to step forward or the curiosity that became courage to continue, because you got yourself to this place today. That is in your power that happened. It was by your mobility you did this. And so first of all, hands up to you. Hands up to you for that. Now comes the part where you step back into the world. And I encourage you to do so in this new place that you are with tremendous care. One of the quickest things that happens after an experience of any kind, but most especially in any kind of internal experience or spiritual experience, whatever it may be, is that moment where your body, as it's taking it in, has to confront whatever your everyday life looks like. And so I'm going to encourage you to do a few things that we often encourage folks to think about and to do and to practice for themselves, because you're not the same. You're not the same as you were when the ceremony started. If you ask a physicist, he might tell you you're so many minutes older, but you've had a whole turnover of cells, and everything that's happened to you is still riding through. You might pick up a pen later, and instead of writing the letter you thought you were going to write, you suddenly start scribbling from Maya's work with you. Or you might step outside and the wind blow past you, whoosh, in a big whoosh, and all you can think of in that moment is the deep breath of the air that was given to you by Sam. You might find yourself suddenly thinking about your grandpa or your grandma or your folks. You might suddenly remember things that are pretty uncomfortable. Or you might remember the one jewel in your life that's beautiful. What you've done in the ceremony, if you have given your heart to it in earnest, is you've recreated the foundation that you have. No matter what your experiences were in the past, now you have new ground. It doesn't mean the old ground disappears. It means that it is enriched, I can do this in English, enriched and transformed by what you have stepped forward to do, to face it, to shake it off, to sing with it, and then to be willing to receive the beauty and the bounty of this beautiful world around us, of which we are an integral part, for we really are stardust. So I encourage you to drink a lot of water. Water is very powerful. It isn't just about hydration at a physiological level. It's also about rinsing clean. Some of that water, you got to give yourself some water, because if you cry sometime, there's got to be something there to come out. Otherwise, it'll be pretty dry tears. And those are powerful ways of cleaning up, clearing up. So just let your emotions dry and rise and fall, and be gentle with yourself. Above all, be gentle with yourself. Drink water, be gentle. Think about the things you do for the next few days. Make sure that you take time in every day just to reach out to some aspect of our Mother Earth that maybe you didn't think about before, or maybe you think about every day. Whether it's washing your hands, we all do tons of that in COVID time, but what's really washing our hands? Whether it's the tree that you touch on your way to the carport or to work or down the street or anywhere around here. No matter what it is, take a moment. And if you're feeling at all woozy or you're feeling at all unsteady, have the courage, even if it means you get up and you walk out of the office, go and put your hands down on Mother Earth. There is no greater grounder. No matter, it can happen everywhere. People in apartment buildings, put your hands in the soil. That's Mother Earth. She knows where she is, wherever she is. And it helps us to remember where we are. So ground. and drink water and be gentle with yourself. And most of all, sometime in every day, if you reflect on this, you have a chance to share that. Make sure you do something good for yourself every day. Something good. It could be a little thing, could be a big thing. It could just be that ice cream you were thinking maybe you didn't need. Could be anything. Do something good for yourself. What we've done to help support you through this is in 2 or 3 parts. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and Shelley will probably tell you more about that in a second. But after we do, we're going to have the world's shortest version of a talking circle, have a response circle, where you have a chance to sit and you may want to respond. You may want to say something about what's happened to you, how it's been for you. You're not obligated to do anything. Silence is always an acceptable response, and you're not obligated to stay now. But if you do have to go and you wish you had said something, there will be 2 other talking circles just for you to sit with and be with and share with others what may have passed for you, whatever you choose. Check in to see where you are. Let us know that you're okay, because obviously if we didn't care, none of this would have happened. So be aware of the love that's been flowing out to you through all of this, and don't be afraid to take advantage of the possibility of those talking circles if you are able. If you are not able, choose someone that you trust to reflect with. Choose carefully, because they will see how you're different, and they'll know you differently. But that is something that you can do. Whatever you do, remember that you're different now. You're a little closer to the complete memory of how extraordinary you actually are, how singular you actually are. And so with that, we encourage you. I think Shelley will probably, or Otter will probably, put up the links to the talking circles for us. And if you choose to respond right away, if something's just can't hold in and it's got to come out, we'll be back in a short time. So what are the 4 things I asked for? Drink water. Ground yourself in Mother Earth. Be gentle with yourself. Find a way to respond.
So we will take a break now for 5 minutes. So it's 12:12. So why don't we return at 12:20? That's Pacific Daylight Time. 12:20.